What's going on, guys? Just a fair warning. If you hear what sounds like gunshots and explosions in the background of this video, know that nothing's going on. Everything is fine. They're just celebrating the 4th of July early over here, that's all. Just a day early. They're firing their firecrackers and their fireworks and whatnot. But right now, I'm firing up something different. Okay, we're going to celebrate America a little differently around here in the form of My Hero Academia's All Justice. So once justice is done, they're calling it All's Justice now. This is definitely going to be the third and final game, I believe. This dropped yesterday. I'm late to the party. Had no idea it dropped at all. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm expecting this game to be ugly as shit. I'm sorry, I don't want to start negative, but One's Justice 1 and 2, ugliest of graphics that I've ever seen for an anime game. They made like a Battle Royale game or something like that. Exact same graphics as One's Justice. Ugly. Just barely shaded garbage. I don't know why they make it look that way. But they did what they did. They're gonna make it a trilogy out of this nastiness. They're not even trying to make it look like the anime at all, really. But, the gameplay's good. So I can't really complain in that regard. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's see if maybe I'm wrong.
This inner flame will pass to
they're using the same 3D models.
And that
They look, I'm not gonna lie, look a little rough.
This fire will continue to burn into the future.
Yeah, those are the same 3D models.
Come on now. Everyone's waiting for you.
Ooh, that's endgame. That's endgame. Oh! That actually looked pretty good. You know what I think is going on? Because their models look a little outdated. But their lighting, they're actually shading them now. They didn't do anything to them in the last game. The games look like cheap and unfinished, but they actually have shading. It looks pretty good. Just a simple fix. That's all was needed. Just a simple fix. Wow. Yeah, the models are still old, but no, they look better than they ever did before. Okay. Finally trying. It doesn't look great, but it knows way better. It's acceptable. Okay, not bad.
We've known each other long enough.
Okay. Yeah, Iron Might or Iron, whatever you want to call him. Not bad, not bad. Oh crap, there's more. Alright. I'm impressed, man. They really improved the graphics. They did a good job. I can't even say they improved the graphics. They're using the same assets. And just on the previous games, they didn't really shade the characters at all. It looked really bad, man. Like, even back then, as old as those games are, even back then they looked bad. And now the standard for arena fighters is higher than ever. Not just arena fighter, anime games, period. We have games like Demon Slayer coming out. The Naruto Storm series has always looked good. Dragon Ball Sparking looks great. It's just a whole different standard now. And I think just by making their game cel shaded, it makes it resemble the anime even more than it did before, and that's good for the game, in my opinion. It's good for the graphics. If you're making an anime game, you just can't go wrong if you cel shade it. You just can't go wrong. And they just didn't do that on the last 2 games, but they're doing it now, and it's really a big improvement on the game's graphics overall. So I'm looking forward to this game. I never played the second game. I think I'm gonna buy that. Probably just put some time into it. The game's pretty much dead, so not really gonna get much value out of it. I'll play it in my own way. I think I'll enjoy it. There should still be people online, maybe. So I'll see what happens there. There's a lot of DLC characters too. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I should be able to enjoy that before this game comes out. I'm almost done with the first game. It's one of those games that I just kept dropping. I had no interest in really playing, but I played the second one. It feels way better, so I'll get back to those. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Get into My Hero. Why not? By the time I got into the first game, it was already dead. By the time I got into the second game, or I'm not even into the second game, but I'm about to get to the second game, but that's pretty much already dead already. is they didn't do much improvement from the first one. I mean, it shaded better than the first one. The first one was just god awful. But from someone who only played the first one, barely played the second one, is now saying this, I can see the improvements. It's just, I don't know.
Come on, guys! Totoro!
I'm getting mobile game vibes. That's what I'm getting. Not early PS4 game vibes. Mobile game vibes. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting mobile game vibes. If this was on a phone, I'd probably be glazing it.
I'm the person I've always wanted to be.
It's just rough.
We haven't been able to talk about love and romance yet.
From now on, this is ours.
And they sculpt. They sculpt. I'm not trying to be. They sculpt every single spike in his hair. So that's like the style that they're going for. They just sculpt everything, you know. Like I said, they're not trying to make it look exactly like the anime, so they're not going for like, cause you know lately, ever since Dragon Ball FighterZ, certain studios have been using techniques from that game or similar, you know, taking a similar route in terms of appearance. I'm surprised that Hunter x Hunter game, as cheap as balls as that game is, it's shaded pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, it's shaded pretty good. No, this game's gonna be good though. Is that blood? That's actual blood. Wow. And a rated T for T anime game. I'm impressed in that regard, because you know how much they love to cut and censor that stuff. I didn't even think there was any blood in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now that I'm thinking about it. Alright. We got no release date, so it's just like the first trailer. Wish list now. Oh, there's something at the end. Oh, I've seen this already. Okay. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm not really shitting on the game. I think the game is going to be way better than the second one. I think it's going to play phenomenal. I don't like the style of gameplay. If I don't like the style of fighting game it is, period. Not that I hate the gameplay, but it's a My Hero game. Why are we fighting inside of a box? You know what I mean? Like, why are we in a box here? Like, we should be going crazy. This is an arena fighter, and we're stuck in this box. We can't do anything. Let me see the gameplay of this trailer again. Are they still in a box? It just feels like they're always in a box, man. Let me like running up the walls, like, yeah, bro. The stages are so cramped. They're so cramped compared to Storm.
I've got to defeat him.
Oh, that's blood. Yeah, man, they're in a box again. I don't know. Like I said, like that style of arena fighter, like the way that they fight and the way it's boxed in doesn't bother me. Right? It's a unique way to play it's a unique way to play an arena fighter, very unique. But it's because of what the series is. Like, it's kind of crazy, right? You have characters capable of so much destruction, and they're stuck in that box. And you got a game like Dragon Ball FighterZ. You think that since it's 2D, that they're limited in what they could do, but no, they aren't. They're still destroying everything around them, knocking people through, you know, rocks and stuff. People used to make an argument saying, "Oh, Dragon Ball FighterZ sucks because it's 2D. You know, we got this 3D game where we can do all this stuff." Yet they allow you to do all the stuff in a 2D plane somehow. You know. Let me word this the best I can in this next go, because I might scrap all that bullshit. Basically, once Justice 1 and 2, they don't play bad. The games being in, like, the box, I'm complaining about it being in a box. It's sort of, that's the way the game is, you know? Like, with the wall fighting, it's the part of the game's design, I get it. And it is fun. But because it's My Hero Academia, I'm expecting something a bit more grand than being trapped inside of a goddamn box, you know? A bit more stage destruction, a bit more of an open field, larger stages, you know, faster characters. But the characters don't move very fast, so they sort of have to keep the stage small, I guess. I mean, I've seen what happens when you have a game with a large stage with slow-moving characters. One Piece Burning Blood. Oh my god, bro. They're running away. You have to deal with in that bullshit. But all in all, Only thing I can complain about is the graphics, all right? And that's not really that big of a deal because it's not ugly. It just looks outdated, you know? It just looks outdated. It doesn't look like it's horrific, like it's ass. You know, the characters look like themselves. You could tell who's who. You know, they don't look deformed. But it just looks, the style is just outdated in my opinion, you know? But that's pretty much it. My Hero Academia's All Justice announcement trailer. I want to see more gameplay. They're gonna drop a whole bunch of trailers soon, and I think I'm gonna get into One's Justice too. So I'll see you guys around. Peace. I had to shit on this. I had to shit on it. Like, why does it look like that? There's no reason for it to look like that. What's going on, guys? Just a fair warning, if you hear what sounds like explosions, screaming, and gunshots in the background of this video, those are fireworks. 4th of July celebration going on. Alright, I just had to record at this time. You know, I said let's just get it done. I just, you know, didn't care enough, but here we are. Better. Alright guys, here we are. We finally got an update. Street Fighter 6 Sagat teaser trailer. This dropped earlier in the week or last week, and there's another trailer after this one. Let's check them both out. If you guys hear some loud crackling, explosions, popping that sounds like they're coming from the barrel of a gun, and screaming, fear not. No one is being terrorized and ended. It is a 4th of July celebration going on in the background, and I just happen to be recording at the same time, and there's nothing I can do about that, you know? I can record at another time, but I want to get it over with, so here we are. Let's go. Alright. This dude again. I'm tired of seeing him, dog.
Hey, come on, let's go! Wait for me!
NPC. NPC. Well, I guess he is playable, but he's still an NPC. Dude got no soul. Aura hacks. Oh shit. He has fear hacks. He's sweating, dog. Oh! Let's see the build. Just walking past them. Stretching out that back. Oh! Oh! August 5th. Okay. He didn't look that bad there, right? Did he look disgusting in the last trailer? Did he look disgusting? Alright. Sagat arrives.
Here comes a
New EX color. Street Fighter 4 music, bro? What's going on here? EX color Ryu. That's from Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo, right? Yeah. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That, I don't know what that is. I can't tell you. I can't even begin to tell you what that is, to be honest. One of the ugliest costumes I've ever seen. It's actually worse than Paul Phoenix in Tekken 8. That's actually disgusting that they create something like that for him. Who came up? Whose idea was this? This is... So they gave Ryu... Alright. What's going on? New art. Ugh. Wait, hold on. It's a Street Fighter 1 reference. I hate it. I hate it. It's a Street Fighter 1 reference. Yeah, that's how they moved on that game. Alright, a little bit of Sagat's moves. Okay. What strength? Yeah, Street Fighter 1 stuff. Alright. Not bad. I was hoping to see a gameplay trailer, but yeah, we ball. Alright. Street Fighter's back at it again. I gotta get back into Street Fighter 6 soon. I haven't played that game seriously at all, really. I want to learn Akuma. I want to get good with Akuma. I want to do nasty things with Akuma. Really, really nasty things. So that'll come in due time. Street Fighter 6 might be the Street Fighter game that I actually, go deep in. The only games I really went deep in, I feel, is like Dragon Ball FighterZ and maybe to an extent Guilty Gear Strive. To an extent. There's a lot of improvement I could do in that game. But yeah, man, Street Fighter 6. Sagat is coming, alright? Alright, August, right? When is he coming? August? August 5th. Alright, that's pretty cool.